Welcome back to Macfrut Academy. This one-of-a-kind video lesson will be entirely dedicated to exploring the new frontiers of innovation in the fruit and vegetable sector through a preview of the content you will find at the next edition of Macfrut. Ready for this journey? Without further ado, let's get started! A supply chain is made up of companies, people, technologies, but more than anything, experience and knowledge. When I say that Macfrut is not an ordinary trade show, rather a supply chain one, I mean it, because it encompasses all these elements. It involves business and relations, as is the norm in a professional event, but above all, a lot of content. Valuable and strategic content. This is exactly why we developed Macfrut Academy, to share the know-how emerging from our event and contribute to the sector's growth by fostering knowledge. In recent years, Macfrut has gone from 20 to 60,000 square meters of exhibition space and from 500 to 1,300 exhibitors. More than anything, it's the international area that has grown and now accounts for an overall 36%. Year after year, the fair has offered a unique chance to expand on technical and technological matters through industry-specific halls that are unparalleled in the international trade show scene. In the 2024 edition, visitors will be able to explore the frontiers of innovation in our sector and see firsthand the latest trends throughout the 9 industry-specific halls. These are precisely the topic of this special video lesson. Not only will our experts share the latest additions you'll find at the fair, but they will also guide you through the innovative solutions that each hall has to offer. It's an opportunity to find out the latest solutions that research has made available to the supply chain to tackle climate, sustainability and market challenges. To top off the offer, we have several conferences, starting from the International Table Grape Symposium, which I encourage you to check out on Macfrut's website. Enjoy this preview and see you at Macfrut! Italy is Europe's leading country in the production of table grapes, with about 1 million tons grown in 3 main regions, Apulia, Sicily and Basilicata. Table grapes are the symbolic product of Macfrut 2024, where an event of international interest will take place, the Macfrut Table Grape Symposium. In recent years, the production of table grapes at a global level has come close to 28 million tons, ranking second among fruit from temperate climate zones after apples, with a 19.7% increase compared to 2012, which is higher than all other products for the same climate zones except for kiwis, plus 47.4%. The Macfrut 2024 Table Grape Symposium aims at highlighting the positive growth trend in the production of table grapes on a global scale, which is estimated at 5.7% and can reach 14% for Europe. This is particularly the case thanks to the new production land cultivated with new varieties of seedless table grapes. These are mainly found in Italy, Europe's leading producer and exporter of table grapes, with a production of about 1 million tons, of which almost 2/3 are produced in Apulia and 1/3 in Sicily. The economic and employment value of this record is of utmost importance. The symposium will be a chance for public and private researchers of international interest to meet and discuss issues related to innovation and variety protection. This is now aimed at obtaining new early seedless cultivars, which can be suitable for different environments and have a high quality. The event will go on with an in-depth analysis on propagation techniques and quality of nursery material, which is essential to curb the spread of diseases and improve production quality. Another important topic that will be covered is production systems involving precision techniques, with the cultivation and management of soil-bound and soilless production systems. The importance of water management, particularly to reduce and better employ water resources and nutritional resources, and how to tackle parasites and diseases. Lastly, we will address quality and market management to pinpoint which varieties are preferred by consumers. fundamental contribution will also be provided by NARO, a research institute under the Japan Ministry of Agriculture, through an overview of this production of table grapes in Japan, which is almost totally unknown in Europe. From a market point of view, grapes are one of the products with the greatest growth potential in the fruit and vegetable sector. In all markets, grapes are among the first items in the ranking of household purchases. Despite the overall mature market, there are various elements that are nonetheless creating unique growth opportunities. For instance, research is bringing new varieties to the market, featuring innovative characteristics in terms of taste, crunchiness, size and visual appearance. On top of that, due to a number of characteristics, such as earliness and shelf life, the new varieties are extending the commercialization time frame. Moreover, a number of markets, such as Italy, have reported double-digit growth rates in counter-season grapes, that is to say, in the first 5 to 6 months of the year. Imports into Europe are growing steadily as a result of a decline in European production, among others. Lastly, 2 fun facts. As a fruit, grapes are ideal as a snack. This reflects the needs of consumers who are increasingly interested in having something easy, quick and practical to eat. Furthermore, even though health properties have been emphasized more in other types of fruit, such as berries, they're also a strong point in grapes, especially red grapes, for consumers with a particular interest in nutraceuticals. So, I'll see you at Macfrut for the Table Grape Symposium. On May 9, participants will have a chance to see an overview of the ever-evolving global grape supply chain, with consumption shifting to new varieties, markets and marketing opportunities. Product and process innovation has a long history at Macfrut and will be the protagonist of the first edition of the Innovation Hub for Healthy Food, the new hall dedicated to sustainable products and processing technologies for the production of plant-based foods with high nutritional value. The Innovation Hub for Healthy Food, planned as part of Macfrut 2024, will showcase innovative fruit and vegetable products which have been obtained by means of emerging technologies, as well as biotechnological processes that have been defined precisely to obtain a range of innovative plant-based products. The technologies that will be developed and shown at Macfrut's 2024 Innovation Hub for Healthy Food are primarily emerging non-thermal technologies, such as pulsed electric fields, plasma, and the development of technological processes based on safe microorganisms. These are approved by EFSA for the production of a wide array of products, ranging from plant-based snacks, fermented dairy alternatives, as well as juices, extracts, with high nutritional value and with a range of available bioactive compounds. These technologies are easily scalable at an industrial level and will enable companies to make products with increased nutritional value that are also very convenient to use. This originates from the fact that these technologies can lead to an increase in the number of bioactive compounds, which are undoubtedly a fundamental concept for nutrition of the future. The importance of this exhibition also lies in that not only does it include the producers of processed foods and processing technologies, but it also features a number of thematic workshops aimed at closely analyzing current topics of interest. Particularly, we need to systematically steer away from the idea that food processes are seen as a system that somehow causes the decay or the worsening of certain nutritional and qualitative characteristics of a product. The products that will be taken into account are fourth range and enriched fourth range products, fermented food and dried fruit snacks. That being said, processing technologies are a key factor in ensuring these products feature given characteristics. Processing fresh products does not mean degrading them, nor does it mean losing their nutritional value, but rather making sure their nutritional and sensory quality lasts longer, resulting in greater consumption, different logistics, and improved health for consumers. More specifically, what is being increasingly fostered at a European and international research level is the shift from the from farm to fork concept to favour a newer from farm to gut concept, where gut health and particularly the gut microbiome are increasingly important. Spanning from nurseries to cultivation techniques and covering innovative machinery and the characteristics of a global horticulture icon, the tomato, let's now see the innovations that 4 more halls have to store: the plant nursery area, the dynamic areas, the Biosolutions International event, and Red Planet. Fruit nurseries are one of the production chain's strategic sectors at a national level. There are more than 1,000 companies involved, employing 80,000 skilled workers. Today, this sector has a turnover of more than 600 million euros and an export share of more than 50%. Proof of the outstanding performance of fruit nurseries at a national level can be seen thanks to the high level of certified quality that our nurseries offer to producers. As a matter of fact, thanks to the QVI brand, Quality of Nurseries in Italy, our companies are able to offer plants boasting quality levels and genetic and health certifications, which are even higher than what is required by European certification systems. The numbers are clear. The national nursery production certified under the QVI brand now has 12 million fruit trees, 250 million strawberry plants and 30 million rootstocks. On top of these, there are national productions at a CAC level, as well as with a EU certificate, 40 million fruit trees and 80 million strawberry plants. The jewel in the crown of the Macfrut 2024 conferences in the plant nursery area is going to be the International Rootstock Symposium, a 2-day full immersion in cooperation with the Italian Society of Fruit, Vegetables, Plants and Flowers, which will cover genetic innovations in the rootstock sector. 4 training seminars will be held to review the results of public and private research on 25 international rootstock breeding projects. As a matter of fact, degenerative problems are becoming increasingly common in several areas that are suitable for fruit growing, leading to significant losses as a result of extreme weather events linked to the climate crisis. The degeneration of pear trees, the kiwi fruit vine decline syndrome, the radical pathogens of citrus are the most worrying, but even apple, peach and cherry trees have suffered significant damage. In the current scenario of climate change, with increasingly frequent extreme events such as the heavy and erratic rainfalls followed by long dry periods or high and long-lasting summer temperatures, the current orchard system is less resilient. It is therefore necessary to introduce other genetic innovations and new cultivation technologies, as well as to rethink the transformation of current cultivation models. On the one hand, this is to ensure greater sustainability in fruit production, on the other, to implement the necessary changes to tackle climate change. In this context, research on the genetic innovation of rootstocks is a much more effective and far-sighted path rather than the uncontrolled race for new varieties. Consumers and European citizens are increasingly demanding that agriculture adopt green and eco-friendly solutions and care for the environment. This translates to a resilient agriculture with production capacity that respects the environment. For this reason, institutions have created initiatives such as the Green Deal and the Farm to Fork, which are aimed at reducing the use of chemicals in agriculture. This has led to strong investments in and attention for biosolutions from machinery producers. These are solutions of natural origin for nutrition, biostimulation, and the fight against pathogens in cultivated crops. This is why 5 years ago Macfrut launched an exhibition on biosolutions together with Agri 2000. Each year, this industry-specific hall aims at showcasing the latest trends of the biosolutions sector. The results have been excellent. For instance, the experts that visited Macfrut last year we're able to get information on how to effectively tackle peronospora, which we know was particularly harmful last year. Biosolutions in agricultural production are showing signs of increased interest and effectiveness. For this reason, every year a specific crop is chosen as the main theme at Macfrut. Last year we addressed biosolutions for kiwis, for example. This year, on May 9 in the morning, an international conference on biosolutions for cherry cultivation will take place. We're going to address the quality of this fruit. We're going to see its ability to fight pathogens, as well as how to adapt to market needs. More than 60 companies have joined Macfrut and will be available in the Biosolutions Hall this year, where you will find the main innovations that are able to respond to environmental challenges of the future. The dynamic areas feature examples that farmers can see firsthand. There's going to be an orchard, which will include pear trees and table grapes this year. It will show all the innovations that can be taken into consideration for the two species. The other dynamic area will be dedicated to soilless cultivation and the latest trends regarding mechanization, where we will be able to see the machinery showcased for the first time at the show in this industry-specific hall. Here too, there will be prototypes. There will be new machines which are of particular interest to the horticulture industry, and potatoes in particular. We're planning to set up a potato production line with some innovations, such as a machine to plant potatoes under mulch, or a machine that removes insects by means of suction. That is to say, this machine performs a sort of biological control specific to this crop. We will also deal with tomatoes, and industrial tomatoes in particular. We'll talk about transplanting, for example. Then we will deal with fourth range products, so machines used to harvest as well as for weeding fourth range products, and the other species that we have already mentioned. Speaking of soilless cultivation, the field will also include a demonstration concerning table grapes, which we hope that by the time the trade show takes place in the month of May, the bunches will have grapes that are ripe, or in any case, close to ripening. It is a first trial coming from Sicily, from the University of Palermo in particular, which grants us with an opportunity not only to see these new techniques applied to horticulture, as we are accustomed to with tomatoes, bell peppers or eggplants, but also to table grapes or other species of fruit that may be interesting for this technique. What is Red Planet, the tomato like you've never seen before? Well, the definition speaks for itself. It's a brand new event, it's not a conference, it's not a congress, it's not a workshop, but rather an immersive experience where representatives of the most important areas of the supply chain, from technologies and genetics to producers and distributors, are joining forces to give fully blind opinions on the tomatoes for tasting. They will be able to compare their point of view with that of other experts, but what is most interesting is that they will compare it with that of consumers, namely the supermarket customers, who we will have asked to taste and purchase the very same tomatoes a few days before. It'll be an experience like no other, trust me. Water saving on the one hand and technologies and solutions for the energy transition on the other will be the main themes at Aqua Campus and at the first edition of Key's Agrivoltaics exhibition. Water is the natural element that suffers from the effects of climate change the most, both because of the destructive effects of floods and the recurring drought, as well as the increase in areas affected by the phenomena of desertification, subsidence and saltwater intrusion. All this has occurred in recent years and has taught us that water resources can no longer be taken for granted. If If anything, they have to be managed by adopting innovative strategies and technologies that provide the agricultural system and the entire socio-economic context with concrete answers in terms of adaptation and resilience to the effects of climate change. Technological innovation is a crucial weapon to support the growth of quality 5.0 agriculture, which can keep up with the times and follow the process for the sustainable development of this sector. Aquacampus is the Emilia-Romagna Canal's innovative hub, which aims at sharing innovation to companies operating in the agricultural sector. It is a dynamic and interactive space within the fair that has been designed and managed in collaboration with the AMBI Association. It offers a tangible, detailed overview of the state-of-the-art technologies available to the agricultural industry in order to use irrigation water and nutrients for crops virtuously and efficiently, making the sector more economically and environmentally sustainable. The Goccia Verde voluntary certification system is the first registered trademark of sustainability in the use of water resources that has been designed by AMBI for land reclamation and irrigation consortiums, for farms as well as all parties involved in the Italian agri-food supply chain. The certification process requires the implementation of virtuous actions in irrigation practice. These are formalized by relevant guidelines presenting indicators of water savings and quality protection, which are verifiable, measurable and certified by an independent third party and are in line with the main international standards. The Goccia Verde brand is placed on the product packaging and completes other certification standards, both public and private. Agrivoltaics are a great opportunity for our country and, as a technology, they're one of the new horizons in the development of renewables. As part of Macfrut, the new agrivoltaic exhibition by Key will feature all the technologies that are already available today to be added to this fundamental supply chain. Therefore, with the list of conferences and scientific content that we will present in collaboration with the main organizations dealing with agrivoltaics in Italy, each visitor at Macfrut will have a chance to get very important information on how to contribute to decarbonization, which is an essential process in all economic areas, including agriculture. With this new exhibition, we'll promote the highly innovative side of Macfrut, which connects agronomists and other professionals of the sector with the most advanced frontiers as well as the most advanced technologies. It'll then be possible for them to take advantage of the quality of a given area, of its soil, in order to give a concrete contribution to new business models and solutions in the fruit and vegetable supply chain. The new partnership between Macfrut and Key is also a great synergy in which supply and demand can come together in a single specialized professional context. These technologies are very valuable in the process of decarbonization, also in agriculture, and are available to be used immediately in all the supply chains that are represented by the two independent trade shows, which have found a common time and place to join forces. Macfrut is also home to the only exhibition that's fully dedicated to the cultivation and the technologies for the first processing of medicinal plants and their primary byproducts, in addition to the development of the international market for spices and herbal raw materials. The Spices and Herbs Global Expo gives a platform to a sector that is really looking to grow. The supply chain of medicinal plants is not a large one. However, it is very dynamic, innovative and able to interact with several markets for many products. This sector is very much alive in Italy and it has deep roots. This is because Italy has great biodiversity and has succeeded in obtaining a whole set of skills and applications precisely from biodiversity. Medicinal plants are also part of the heritage of many countries from other continents that join Macfrut in great numbers. Far Eastern traditional medicine, African plant raw materials, and nutritional products from South America fuel innovative trends in nutritional, cosmetic and medicinal industries around the world. The launch of a trade show that is dedicated to this supply chain has led to very interesting opportunities for many agricultural companies. In addition to the exhibition area, we have set up a demonstration space where visitors can follow firsthand the stages of the first processing of the products. We created this area in collaboration with the University of Padua, and we called it Herbal Factory. Here, visitors will get a chance to see all the extraction and distillation processes and familiarize themselves with the products by means of a series of engaging tests, for example, recognizing essential oils in order to tell which plant they derive from. Spices, aromatic herbs, medicinal plants and byproducts are a very wide range of goods of agricultural origin that are increasingly used to make food, health and well-being products, as well as natural substances to be used in a variety of fields, from protecting plants from parasites to industrial use as an alternative to synthetic chemistry. This year, the trade show will also host a significant number of specialized buyers operating in the sector who will not only have the opportunity to visit the exhibition area, but also to make technical and cultural visits to the excellence of the region. Within this industry-specific hall, the Italian Federation of Medicinal Plant Producers will organize its biennial forum, which is now in its 11th edition. The forum provides a specialized professional development opportunity that not only involves institutional and academic players, but also farms and professional producers. We believe in a great future development for this event. It's a space we dedicate, if not we even owe, to the world of spices, aromatic and medicinal plants, which appears to have plenty of opportunities and promises in an ever-changing world. The preview of Macfrut 2024 has now come to an end. During this journey, we have seen the several innovations of the international fruit and vegetable supply chain. To keep up with the events of the fair, visit macfrut.com and follow Macfrut on LinkedIn, Facebook and Instagram. Just to give you a small taste of the content of Macfrut Academy's next episode, we'll focus on building and defending the quality of strawberries. We'll see you again next time!